Hello, hello. I'm back again. It's day two. It's day two of the aim training thing. Um, Still haven't decided if I'm gonna do 30 or 31 days. I feel like usually when people say like I'm gonna do the thing for the month, but like they don't actually like start at the start of a month. They just do 30 days. But like I should like cover all my bases. I could do 31, and I could be one better than like the average month. The average the average month is like 30 and a half. Actually, it'd be lower than the average month must be lower than 30.5 days because of freaking February. No one likes February. Who invented February? They did it wrong. Make a better month. The month is bad. Also, there's game sounds. How do you like the game sounds? The fact that you could hear the like beep beep boop beep beep boop 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 boop. I'm hoping that I have the volume at a reasonable amount so that it's just like a little background stimulation, so that it's not exclusively my voice. I'm leaving no music here. I would put like music in the background, like some like DMC free or something. But like, if anyone wants to like actually listen to this, they can probably put on their own music at this point. You just put your own music on this. So I'm leaving it open to stuff like that. What I have here with me though is this drink that I just made. It's like 30%, like 40% pomegranate juice, 40% carbonated water, and like 20% orange juice. This is good. Yum yum. Yum. Yes. I have no words to describe. I'm just gonna drink it more. I'm out. I have no more of it. It's not because I had that small amount. I actually just like I was drinking it also while I was doing the aim training, so that's why there's so little left. So there's only a little bit left, There's none left now. I got the yawns. It's getting a bit late now that I just finished with the aim training. I think my brain is getting into like the mental state that it's like, oh, you do the aim training, that must mean it's bedtime. Because I did this a bit ago, and then I took quite a long break, especially because like VCT, I went off to VCT. I wasn't doing it during VCT. When I came back, I just didn't get back into it. But before VCT happened, I was doing it every day. So I'm glad that there's something motivating me to do it every day, even if it's something small, just like getting to do this little recording thing where I talk over the gameplay. But it's still something. It's still something. I don't have a buddy to keep me at buddy system. I love the buddy system. Everyone loves the buddy system. I got it wherever I can, YouTube stuff, working out stuff, waking up stuff, going to sleep stuff. All the stuff is the buddy systemed, It makes everything. If you put social pressure on yourself to do things, one, you do them, and two, you feel better about yourself doing them because one, you made the other person, you achieved your promise to the other person, and you achieved your promise to yourself. It's like double. So buddy system is awesome. If you know what the buddy, it's like, I don't have to explain it. You can figure it out. You have Google. Well, okay, actually no. I should explain things because like, what's the worst that can happen? You already know what it is, and then I'm explaining it to you again. But you're already listening to me talking, so you're gonna continue listening to me talking just about something that you already know. Like, if you're gonna leave, you're gonna leave. But if you're not, you get to hear what the buddy system is. But I'm not gonna explain it. I'm just evil like that. But the next time something comes up, I'll explain it, Just not this one. a little bit of a evil today. Oh, I got the sniffles. Give me a second, I need to blow my nose. I have the tissues on in the most inconvenient place on my desk. I have two monitors, right? Actually, let me tell this story first. Let me cough for at least sneeze for. I don't know. It was a yawn. I thought it was a cough. It was a cough. There was a cough, but then there was a yawn that took priority over this cough, which made my brain be like, oh, it's a sneeze. But then I realized it wasn't, and then it was a yawn, but then I coughed after. That was a crazy incident that just happened. That's never gonna happen again, ever to me in my entire life. The cough, sneeze, yawn. Wow. I feel like you know the concept of the green flash, like when the sun's about to set, there's a really small chance that like the sky goes like flashes green, and like if you see it once, it's like damn, that's the only time I'm ever gonna see it because it's so low of happening, and most people never see it. That was this. That was you. We just experienced that together right now. You should be absolutely honored. Okay, I was talking about before my monitor. I have two monitors. One of them I'm using. The other one is not plugged in. I just don't have the power cord for it. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's just I would be using it if I had the power cord for it. I don't. I just don't have it. Um I may fix this problem eventually if I want to, but I haven't had a reason to yet. So it's gonna stay a monitor that just takes up space on my desk. But behind that monitor, that's already pretty far away from me. Like if I reach my hand all the way out right now, my fingertips don't even touch the monitor, and I'm sitting in my chair, right? I can't even reach it. I have to like I have to extend out of my chair. I have to like lean all the way, right? And then behind that is the tissues. So I have to like scooch over, roll over my chair, over to the other side of my not other side of my desk, just like a foot over, 2 feet over, then reach around and behind my monitor to get the tissue from the tissue box, which I can't even see from the angle of that. I have to like feel around and look for it to like reach my way around and like snag that little tissue. It's very inconvenient. Oh, excuse me. But the place that it's at is out of the way, like aesthetically, and I don't want like a tissue box to just be sitting on my desk. That doesn't look very like, I don't know. It's not aesthetic. Not that my desk is all that beautiful. It's just like it looks cleaner when the tissue box is not visible. What else? What else do I say? What else? I had something else that I was talking about before that. Then I had to blow my nose. I don't remember. Um. Oh, I have the coughs right now. Oh my goodness, I don't know what this is. What was I talking about? I don't know. We'll talk about something else then. Are you guys instrument players? You guys play any instruments? Last time I gave you guys like a challenge, I was like, oh, hey, I was thinking to like say something like, oh, leave a comment that was like this, but then I changed my mind. I was like, oh, go to this website and try to draw this circle and then tell me what the result it gives. You know, this time your challenge, if you really wanna leave a comment. Let me think. I want to make it music related. Ooh, I know. Give me your favorite chord progression if you like music and if you know what that is. If you know what a chord progression is, give me your favorite one. Let me think. What would my favorite be? I don't really have a favorite, I guess. I don't know. Well, actually, I do. I have one that I use the most. It'd be weird of me to ask you guys a favorite if I don't have a favorite. I do have a. I'll call this one my favorite. But because I will use it the most commonly. I'll just do the classic, 2 minor 7, then like the 5 7, but like it's the third version, second version. I don't know what the one that like is really easy to go to from the 2 minor 7, right? Then you go to the right where you just like move the top 2 notes down, like 1, and then you go to the 1 major 7, and then it's like the 1 sharp diminished. Give me a second. Let me think about this. If you have the 1 and you move, if you have the 1 major 7, and you have the first note goes up a half step and the fourth note goes down a half step, that's the 1 sharp, I don't know, 1 sharp half diminished 7 or diminished. It's a half diminished 7, right? I think so. We're gonna say that it's that because I haven't. It's been like quite a few years since I've even like had a music theory thought in my brain. But if it's not that, feel free to correct me. Actually, don't correct me. Just tell me what your favorite chord progression is. Just pretend that I'm right, okay? I don't want any correctors. I'll figure it out on my own one day if I ever need to. Okay? You hear me? I hope you're hearing me. If you're not hearing me and this is just isn't recording right now, that'd be pretty embarrassing. I say a lot. Ooh, one of these days I'm gonna be like, here's your challenge. For the rest of the video, count every time I say That would be tedious and awful, and no one would want to do it. Someone would do it though. Even they wouldn't want to do it, but they would do it. Don't do that for this video, because then that would be silly. Because I'm gonna ask it of you in a different video, and then you're gonna be like, oh well, I already did it, you know, and you're not gonna want to do it. So don't do it for this video. You're just gonna burn yourself out of counting, right? Like that'd be so silly. Unless you're like a professional counter and you know that you have a high burnout tolerance for counting ums, then go for it if you really want to. But for the average counter, I don't recommend it. Oh, my head itches. Oh, I'm hitting the good spot right now. Give me, oh. Whew. That's a good itch. It's still a good itch. I'm continuing to itch. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I feel so much better after I scratch my head like that. My head is just all soothed. Ugh. Okay. I wonder what the distribution is between how many people do the novice training one and the intermediate training one. I also wonder what the distribution is between how many people who should be doing the novice one but do the intermediate compared to how many people should be doing the intermediate but are doing the novice, you know? There's got to be some in each direction, right? Like, but I wonder, like, what's that spread? Like, which one is percentage based more, you know? Like in comparison to how many people are actually doing that, like, and who should be. That'd be a very interesting statistic to find out. What else? I didn't really. I should like one day. I should just like plan things to say ahead of time. I didn't have anything planned. Planning isn't my strong suit. I'm more reactive than proactive. It's easier. Except in Valorant, I do a scary amount of planning in Valorant and a scarily little amount of planning in real life. Like if someone told me that I could KO flash IRL, I would have so many hours in the range IRL. That's a terrible comparison, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Maybe you don't even know what I mean. Sometimes I don't even know what I mean. Actually, that's not true. I always know what I mean, but I don't know if I said what I mean, you know? You don't know. I know though, because I know what I mean. Dude, this is like schizophrenic ramblings right now, bro. I don't know if you're still here and you're just I've got a lot. I've lost you at some point. Like there's no way anybody who's still here has heard all of the things I've said and has just been like, yeah, I I get that. Right on. You know? like that's maybe there is a way, but it seems unlikely. When you tell a guy to talk for how long is this? 28 minutes, 27 and a half. When you tell a guy to talk for like 28 minutes straight, it gets how do I describe this? I don't describe it. I'm not a describer. You know what it gets like. You've been here. You are here. And you know exactly. I don't even. Yeah, I don't need to describe it. You're here, so you know what it gets like. I'm so silly. I'm quite a silly Billy. I need to go jump into a pond because I am a silly goose. What is this? I have paper on my desk. It just has someone's address on it. I don't know why. We're gonna not read that. That'd be a bad idea. Speaking of reading personal information, I have a friend who just one of his favorite like things to do that he thinks is really funny is he'll just be like, I'm gonna tell people my social security number. That he thinks it's really funny. I don't know. He'll just he'll just be playing Valorant and be like, "Yep, I'm gonna read my social security number out loud into the mic." Smart guy, smart guy. He's totally not inviting unwanted trouble by doing that. Oh, there's one for the counter. Do those count if I'm like, okay, I'm not a professional counter, but like if I'm saying or if I'm using as a filler word, you know, like if it's not a intentional if it's a unintentional like just a filler word does it count? I don't know. I really don't know. I would say no, but I'm, you know, as I said before, I'm not a professional. Did you know that in books when they say it's not like a nerd actually it's not it's actually just British because imagine you have a British accent and you try to pronounce um um actually I Harry right, it's just but British sounding. Did you that's like that's your fact of the day. I've given many facts actually. This is one of said facts of the day, but I will give many more facts of the day today. Actually, if you're watching this at a specific time, I could give 2 facts in the video and each of them be a fact of the day because it will pass to be the next day in the middle of the video and then boom, 2 facts of the day in one video. Facts of the days. That's what they call me. That's what they called me in high school. Day factor. They didn't. They called me Xander. Huh. You know how you don't know how Red versus Blue, the old Halo series, you know? They would have the jokes that would happen over and over again and people used to reference them as if other people knew what was going on, you know? They were like, I love my shotgun, you know? Things like that. Or like the one guy that couldn't hit a shot. He was really bad at aiming. I don't remember him anymore. I don't remember his name anymore. Well, I just gotta I gotta repeat things so that they just become repetitive jokes, you know? So that the first time you hear it, it's not all that funny. Then the second time you hear it, you're like, hey, you used it again. Then the third time you hear it, you're like, what? That's the third time. The fourth time you hear it, you laugh. It's always the fourth time, isn't it? Always the fourth time. That's why they say fourth time's the charm, right? They don't say that. They actually don't say that. What is there to talk about? Ooh. Okay, this is an interesting anecdote. I have a little piece of origami on my wall. It's one of those like ninja stars, but it's like the one made of like a lot of pieces of paper that's like it's foldable too. It goes from like the ring to the shuriken, you know? It's not just like the two-piece one. The two pieces of paper ninja star. That's like has 4 things. It has like 8 different pieces of origami paper put into it, and it's rainbow colored. But hear me out. It's only colored using the color options given by the origami paper that I had. And let me go up to it so I can look at what the colors are more clearly, but I'm gonna tell you what colors it uses and in what order. It's also circular, right? So it has to like loop around. It goes what is this? I hope you can still hear me from over here. It goes, I'm gonna start it this color. It goes red, pink, blue, light blue, dark green, lime green, yellow, orange, then back to red, then back to pink, then back to blue, then light blue. Excuse me. The origami paper had 2 different shades of blue and green, but only 1 shade of the rest of the colors that I used, apparently. Or I don't know. I guess at least of the choices that I had. That's how I chose it. So what I'm noticing, something that's very interesting. There's a perfect balance between the cool colors and the warm colors. I have yellow, orange, red, pink, and I have blue, light blue, green, dark green. But notice how the cool colors are actually only 2 types of colors. They're only two like 2 tones that are different shades. Yes. Yes. No, wait. Color theory? Color theory. Give me a second. I don't know brightnesses. I'm not going to speak in color theory terms. I used to remember. I took like a graphic design class once. Did I actually? Did I take graphic design? I don't even know if I did. I think I did. Maybe. I forget. That's what a average graphic design moment. Graphically design. Oh. I got the yawns again. No sneeze or cough that time though. Solo yawn. That's what they called me in high school. Solo yawn. No, they didn't. They called me Sander. Oops. What was that? Huh. Okay. I had to deal with something. My computer made a noise, and I was like, "What? Can you hear me? Can you hear me typing? You probably can." Why do I care? Why would I ask? You're not gonna answer me, and I'm not gonna care. Why do I ask? It's like, oh, I don't care. I'm not even gonna ask any questions anymore. You don't deserve a question. You do deserve being asked many questions actually, but I'm not going to, because I'm an angry god. I rule my subjects with spite and fear. No kisses. No good night stories. Nothing like that. The song I've had the song the Tears for Fears song, which is Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I've had that stuck in my head for like the entire day today. I've just been like humming it. It's probably gonna be gone tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of stuck in my head, I think I've had like fluid in my right ear. So like my you know that feeling when you have water in your ear and it feels like it's clogged up. Well, that's what my right ear has felt like for like 4 days. So finally went to CVS to get some like ear cleaning stuff, ear cleaning fluid. Then I dropped that in my ear and then let it be there for like a few minutes. It said several minutes on the thing. I don't know how many several is, so I did it for like 5. And then cleaned out my ear like with some warm water afterward, and it went away. The feeling went away while I was laying down, because I laid down to let it like drain out, right? And then when I got back up, it was like, oh, it's back. So I was like, oh, so maybe I just need to lay down more. So I laid down on my right side because it's my right ear, and it went back to going away. And so I stayed there for like, I don't know how long now. I stood there for like 20 minutes, right? And I got up and I was like, oh, it's gone. So I think the problem is that I sleep on my left side. I've been sleeping on my left for like I don't know, 7 years. Like I just always sleep on my left side. I never sleep on my right side. I always sleep on my left side because it's just I like it, like the left side sleeping type of thing. So I think I'm gonna try to sleep on my right to maybe see if that balances it out. I'm gonna like mix it up so that there's no like fluid buildup in my ear again like that because that was very annoying. It was there for a few days and I couldn't fix it with like normal means of Q-tips or hand plunger. Someone gave me the idea of the hand plunger technique where you try to like plunge your ear with your hand by putting your palm against it and like I don't know if that's even an effective thing, but they made it seem like it was effective, so I went for it. It didn't help though. So maybe it wasn't an effective thing. Well, I don't know. Mine was not a normal circumstance, I guess, given that I had to go to CVS to get ear stuff. Dude, what am I talking about? What am I saying? What if I've been lying to you? What if none of this is real? It is all real. I'm telling you the truth. But like, what if? You never know. You'll never know. Don't trust what you hear on the internet. Like, oh, you know all the people when they get like canceled? That's so silly. Not canceled. Or, I don't know, just like drama about people. That's so silly because it's like I don't know them. Or the on the other side, it's like people are like, oh, who's someone that everyone love, like not everyone, the general public loves. Keanu Reeves. They're like, oh, Keanu Reeves is so nice. He did this thing that's nice. I don't know the guy. He might have done that thing, but I don't know him. What if he's a terrible person? What if he stabs cats? Like I don't know what he does. I would have no way of knowing him. And same thing for like, oh, let's say who I don't know, let's say some guy did something that seemed bad. It's like I don't know this guy. I don't know what his situation is. Maybe he's a great guy and he's just had one difficult time. 'Cause I know too many people who like make the judgments make judgments on public figures as if they know them based on just events that they hear about. That's so silly. I know some people who also disagree with me in that because it's like I'll hear about some YouTuber I watch and they're like, yeah, this person did this thing online and that's bad. I'll still watch their stuff. I don't know them. I just watch their content. Oh, the time's about to end. All right, I'll end you with that hot take. Bye bye.